Hello, my name is Dr. Noelle Lucas from Blue Oasis Pet Hospital, and I'm here to take some more questions about dog parasites.
Dr. Lucas, what are the treatments for dog parasites?
There's multiple treatments available for dog parasites. It really honestly depends on the type of parasite that your dog has. So, for example, if your dog has fleas, that's an external parasite, we're going to recommend potentially an oral treatment that may kill off those adult parasites. Sometimes we may recommend a topical treatment. If it's an intestinal parasite, we're often going to recommend an oral deworming. And then we're going to talk about how to prevent it.
If one has parasites, do all pets in the home need to receive treatment?
Yes, so great question. It depends on the parasite again. If your dog has fleas and you have some indoor cats, then yes, we're going to recommend that your dog and your cats all go on flea treatment or prevention, because now we're going to want to prevent an infestation in your house from fleas. That's going to be different if your dog has been diagnosed with like roundworms in dogs, and you have indoor cats. Or even outdoor cats, then the roundworms between a dog and a cat are not going to pass back and forth. But if you have other dogs and your little puppy maybe has been diagnosed with roundworms, we're going to talk about how we want to prevent your adult dog from getting roundworms. So yeah, there's a lot of conversations depending on what type of parasite, how we're going to treat it, and if other animals are in the environment are also at risk.
Can I get parasites from a dog?
So you can get a tick that may catch a ride on your dog from outside and then come into your house, and then that tick may crawl off your dog and then get onto you. So that would be a way that you would get bit by a tick from a dog bringing it in. A tick is not going to detach from your dog and then go attach to you. That's not how they typically choose to feed. Fleas can come in. They're not going to leave your dog or your cat. They're going to live on your dog or cat, but they're going to create a lot of life cycle in your home, meaning eggs and larvae and cocoons and then new re-emerging fleas, and they're going to jump back on the animal. But if you get enough of that life cycle going in your house, you may start to get bit by fleas. There are certain intestinal parasites that are not going to be, they're going to be shed in the feces of your dog, often in your environment outside. There are migration larvae that can actually then penetrate your skin. If you go barefoot out in the yard, they can migrate up into your skin, called cutaneous larval migrans, so of the hookworm specifically. So they're really not coming directly from your animal to you, but it's kind of environmental exposure happening. I know, gross.
Are parasitic infections serious, or will they go away on their own?
So parasitic infections are gross, right? Nobody wants parasites living on their dog or in their dog. So they are only usually going to get worse to the point that you're going to notice some symptoms, right? If your dog has fleas, they're going to have itchy skin. If your puppy has enough roundworms in their belly, you may start to see a bloated belly. They may start to even pass worms in their feces that you see. So we want to find these problems early. They're easier to treat and prevent, and then we're going to only see them usually get worse if left untreated, and you will find out if you don't deal with it, they just will get worse.
Can I use natural or over-the-counter treatments for the dogs?
There are lots of supposed treatments that are over the counter. Well, for example, Frontline is now, it's over the counter. You could go find it probably at Target or Walmart. It actually is a good product. We used to use it quite a bit in our profession. We still use it a lot in our profession, but it used to only be sold through vets. Now it's considered over the counter. It's safe. But there's other products that are on the market that we would consider not safe, regulated by the EPA, can cause toxicities. So we would still, as veterinarians or veterinary professionals, like to have a conversation with our clients about what products they are thinking of using. In general, though, like brewer's yeast, diatomaceous earth, Um, some topical treatments out there are really considered not safe, or they're just not effective. So you think that they're working, but they truly are not.
What can I do at home to treat or prevent parasite infections?
So being vigilant about your pet's, hair coat, if they're having symptoms of itching or licking, their general well-being. So those are the things that you might start to see some illness related to some tick-borne diseases, allergies of the skin. So being vigilant on how they're feeling helps you maybe identify a problem early. Intestinal parasites, unless they're overwhelming your dog, they often go kind of hidden or may cause maybe some vomiting or diarrhea. So again, just stay vigilant. We want you to identify problems early. Come talk to your veterinarian. If they're not on good flea, tick, or intestinal parasite prevention, we're going to have that conversation with you, and then we might go looking and doing some special tests. So again, this is a big area of concern for clients. We kind of forget how many diseases and how much parasites can affect dogs because we have such great preventions for it. But they still exist, and we want to make sure your pet is protected from these. So if you have any questions about your dog's parasites in general, please reach out to us here at Blue Oasis Pet Hospital. We're here to help.